example. Now, electricity in conduct of the physical reality of the inner physical reality. Now, I'm gonna just tell you just like this. Now, a person's timing the a natural empress of the social economic system, trying to cause a brain aneurysm right now, and then they just tried to hurt somebody using martial arts conduct or military abrasions, and they're just trying to cause it to another individual's anatomy of natural gold. And then the people that are doing it are blacksmiths that's already trying to go through certain equality, and they're doing certain work, and they're using piping. So I'm gonna just tell you just like this: it's not gonna affect me, because all the people that's breathing the air in social economics, you're gonna be at the head bust and the head shot at the time, and then I'm gonna go inside and naturally reflect it off of me. But good for you though, because when I think about this, everybody outside that's conducting, shipping things, being brought here, military, everything, once I go inside and reflect, it's a wrap for you. It don't matter where I do it. It's gonna happen to you naturally. So good for you that your animals was busting in and hitting the piping, because every single one of you, even driving in cars thinking you're protected, that's why your back is open already, because it's already gonna happen to you naturally. You know, this is the whole thing. Because once I go inside and reflect, I feel sorry for you, because something happens, or a civil war breaks out, or war breaks out. Every single one of you are gonna receive that feeling that I was feeling, literally, and it ain't gonna be me, because by the time you're looking for me, your own empress is gonna want to kill you by that time. But right now, she already wants to kill you. You know, let me just tell you how real this is, right? Now, I literally gunshot and stop. Yo, let me show you something. Electra, pardon me, but I'm gonna use you for example. The astrological empress, Electra. Physical electrical conduct happens from the natural rejuvenations of one's natural habitation of the inner conduct. So it causes a form of frequency of light to appear on the outer matter of one's physical. Now, the outer matter of light is only of value natural conduct, even of certain elements of gold. So it could naturally reflect from the outside to in and the inside to out, because it already shows you one's natural value of inner conduct is more current and more valuable of their current reality than the individual even of light anatomy. Now let's be real about this, right? Now, your white empresses of the beyond highest, even down to your Superman planet. Your Superman planet beyond values me, because I'm the reason of their existence. I'm the reason of all space. And your white people, you're just the inner intent. So once you do something wrong a certain type of way, you're not in jeopardizing my life, because I could refine another type of way. You're actually killing yourself, and it's just showing your stupidity. If you kill your empress, I'm already complete. I don't gotta worry about that, because I made her. So my equality to my physical is more wonderful than even the reason of your existence, of you even being able to be a part of any earth, literally. But you know, I'm just being real with you. So this is why I'm not even gonna do certain things with certain people of certain anatomy anymore. I'm not gonna have certain physical, sexual conduct with certain people. Probably that's what they want. So I'm gonna leave you vulnerable and stink, because of your people that just wants to move you out. You know, look. These are people. So when you listen. If these people were already dead, and then it came back to life, is already showing on their physical, even down to the elements of their car, because they're probably trying to say that it's some Michael Jackson Thriller situation that came back alive. I already explained that during times of George Bush. Even before George Bush, my son died, and I mean the literal president, because that's my whole family also. I'm just letting you know. Another person tell you I don't know what I'm speaking about? They already know. Some of them are already ignorant, and the people in England was already mad at me because I didn't want to have sexual conduct with a certain empress, because they were trying to cover up what they did to the Asians in England. So I don't want to get into that type of situation. So now I'm just going to be real with you. And then on top of it, the Bushes already knew, because it's just like my arm going dead for a second. If something happens to me while I'm inside, you have people that'll pass out all in your social economics. They'll pass out probably for like a whole fucking year, a month, or a week, depending if I want them to wake up instantly in their anatomy. And then on top of it is however I feel, because if I want to rejuvenate my anatomy to make them wake up instantly at that time, they'll wake up instantly at the time. This is why it's called repairing the anatomy. Repairing. Ralph, R to the E, Ralph Lane. Repairing anatomy, you fucking Shabbat cracker. That's what I'm gonna tell you with your situations that's running in and out your ass. Matter of fact, it's somebody else doing the physics probably to your mythology and you're just laughing at y'all a certain type of way. And most likely it's probably my children already that start being so. It's just like a person picking and then on top of it. You ever had somebody that said, catch me if you can? Why you think I made that situation? I was like, yo, listen, my children already know that I'm here. They're going to be on some catch me if you can, and then they're going to bounce. And then the person gonna be like, what the fuck? And then there's this high intellect, fuck we. I don't play with children. I don't even play with my children because they do things like that that's endangering their life. And me, I have to do what? I have to keep precise physics because when my wife manifests, she ain't gonna be chasing them. I don't have to chase them because if I wanted them, they already showed me that I can find them. So my intellect already showing me what the fuck is already going on. If I wanted to see my children, I could find them. If I don't want to go into, I'm not gonna break into natural habitation because other people want star being meat. There's not gonna be no glowing meat for individuals that was of your Coney Island Hospital and your Kings County Hospital in New York. The glowing aurora meat that they wanted and stuff. They wanted colorful because they wanted power. They're low-pan Japanese, Korean, really Orientals. They're secretly conducting the situation and they just don't want to tell people and stuff. So we don't want to get into that, right? Because now another person, your balls are in jeopardy when it comes to things like that now. Another person, you'll even be on because once I start acknowledging my Oriental family is doing certain things, sayonara to your ass. Because they already know who I am. They already know the reason of existence is only because of me. And all they're doing is just looking at individual lying to them throughout the paradigm of time that's telling them now this, that, and other. That means the people, listen, you're reminding me of people that just went after certain empresses that try to deteriorate the happiness of other empresses of their harmony. So soon as my family, they're already hearing and viewing me. So they already know what y'all already doing in the social economic. I'm in North Dakota. So it don't even matter. So I'm just being real with you. And listen, let me show you something. I guess you won't be able to contact yourself. The phone call that I received from your regard already showed me that you won't be able to contact yourself. Good for you because I'm already contacting myself. But it showed me you won't be able to. So another person on the flip side is just on some, they're running around just not caring and really on some regard. So that's good for you because I already realized that even from the natural conduct of reality that let me know what was already going on. And listen, my intellect already shows me how real situations is, even to the physical conduct of reality. I just don't say nothing, and this is another reason why I'm just making these documentaries. So if another person was already hollering at me, or if they're already giving their call, and then they were coming outside like, yo, man, yo, look, man, this so all day niggas is calling you. I'm like, hey, man, I'm a person that's very nonchalant and I've never been vindictive a certain type of way to do certain things. Now I'm being elegant in the way I'm expressing myself to even down to the education of for your intellect for value. So I'm gonna be real. I could do certain things, but I don't. You wanna know why? Because it's only for something a certain type of way. Other people that did it was already wrong. So I'm not even going to tell you why the precise individual's okay and another person's not. So there's a difference of the reality. But this goes to the greed of other individuals. Receptiveness of one's visual reality, of one's natural intellect of consciousness. That's all I'm going to say. And if you're not educated even verbally, then I have nothing else to tell you. But I'm going to just tell you just like this. Another individual at a time is wondering what is going on. These people are doing wrong things. Now listen, you white people astrological tree, I'm not going to tell you again. Certain white people, it might be different because you might be with Caucasian people. Caucasian people are very fearful of certain situations because they don't want people getting viral with them a certain type of way. Because a person says, why doesn't Caucasian? Because Caucasian people are nicer than white people. And on top of it, they got to regard white people. They don't want people being viral with them. You have to be very humble being around certain Caucasian people. But if you're around white people, you got to be even more humble, but you got to be even more militant because they're the inner conduct. The empress are the inner conduct of the physical reality of certain empresses. So now you have, and I'm Abbott White. Another person says, why? Let me show you something. I'm so much Abbott White. Yo, I was doing martial arts and never getting dirty in the physical reality, my nigga. Yo, my nigga, I did martial arts and never been dirty. Yeah, listen, my clothes would be stayed white and I was whipping ass for days. I mean, like, yo, listen, I was taking off my drawers and it was smelling like cologne. And niggas was like, oh my God. Like, right now, my underwear is smelling like literal cologne. And you want to know the funny thing is? I had a cut on my leg and then it got on my boxers. And when I smelled the cut, it was smelling like wonderful golden cologne. Like, it smelled like gold cologne. Like, yo, my nigga, it smelled like a fragrance that people would pay if the Kama Sutra if you could sell the Kama Sutra's fragrance to make a person fall in love with your natural body chemistry, that it's smelling like it right now. That's how sad it is for another individual. And you guess what? This stupid stink pussy bitch is inside with her stink conduct already know it probably is already aware of the situation and then trying to cause certain things happening to my nervous system consciousness because their quality of their physical is beyond defiling because I smelled I smelled the parallel chemistry to my reality. Notice my situation smells like cologne right now. And their situations smell like hospital, call 911 and call the ambulance. They need serious quarantine medical treatment, like they didn't poison somebody's food or then cause a beyond a certain type of rash of the physical reality that would have fucked somebody up, even down to their DNA structure. Now, that's how they were smelling a certain type of way. And then my conduct, if you go inside, it's smelling different. It was so real. Another person broke into where I was. They broke into the molding and they put some liquid on my heater. I was looking at this situation like I'm not cleaning that. I just call the people just to come look at it. Like, yo, listen, they're gonna come. They're gonna realize, it's so real. I'll go to the hospital and just do a liquor sample and just put it in the hospital and just tell you, check that chemistry and my chemistry. It don't even match up to my physical. So my physical look like it could already get rid of that fucking type of chemistry, and I'm not doing that. It's just like I'm not touching that shit. I'm just gonna call the people to come clean. Yo, hey, I don't know who broke into it. It looks like they broke through the door. So I'm not saying nothing. So it's just like, hey, man, I've never seen devious, vindictive people that's stupid already and jealous because another person's habitation. It's like people that's watching people looking for a fucking cure. It's like, I don't know what you did to the United States Army or the United States regard or international security, some of you, in your social economics. I never offended your international security. I educated your international security so they wouldn't have these type of deterioration situations a part of the social economic system so they wouldn't be taken advantage of. It's like, because as soon as you see somebody saying, it's just like being a point of light at a certain frequency. I'm taking away all reasons of excuses a certain type of way. So there's no reason a certain person could be there. Yo, listen, what did you hear that what happened? It's live on the video. Do you know what the fuck is going on? There's no excuse. No, you can't do this. No, you can't do. No, you can't. A person can't say nothing. There's no excuse. You don't have no excuses for that. Listen, it's like making niggas getting paid for nothing and all they're really doing. Now, I don't want to listen, a person says, probably that's what the danger is. All right, probably that's the reason why international security has a situation with me. Listen, I'm not going to end up in entrapment in a Dr. York situation. I don't give a fuck about you then that's the case. Because on the real, you're not gonna pressure me to have sex with people I don't want to have sex with. And I'm only gonna have sex with who I want to have sex with. That's it. And I don't give a fuck about it. You're not arranging no funny, fat, ball grease marriages after you've done some wrong conduct. So I'm sorry. I'm just being real. I'm not doing that for you. If it already went to DNA, they already know I could go all over the place. Too bad for you. That's it. Because once I could go to the digital system and show you. The digital system already showed me that individuals were mad at my DNA, that they were trying to already fucking sabotage my DNA sample. The digital system of your light international security system contacted me and showed me that other people was trying to sabotage my DNA and they were mad at my DNA because not only did it show me that, On a level of physics of your intellect of your system of the light sequency, it showed me that it wants to spread my DNA all over it like it wanted some porno. Now, a person says, would a digital system do that? Yeah, listen. Listen, if a digital system shows you it will break the lens just to get to a blood, how real is that? You know what I'm saying? That's beyond fearful a certain type of way. A person says, do you ever think about that? Oh, well, I am the reason of pre-prime trends. I am the reason that you even have transformers. So I could acknowledge how serious the situation could be. But I ignore that type of situation. Why? Because certain conduct is supposed to be only for me in a social economic system. And then you have people having my equality that's not supposed to have my equality a certain type of way. So they're already causing jealous emotions between me and their mother. So I'm not going to be dealing with those type of situations a certain type of way, because if their mother is not going to use me or play with me emotionally when it comes to high intensity instantly in the physical reality, because things like that, I'm not gonna, listen, I don't know what certain astrological the trees did. I don't know if they went in, if other people was trying to bully other social people, astrological trees, if people tried to bully the Mings. I don't know if people just going out there doing wrong conduct on purpose and they're just showing that they're more dominant than a person in the physical, and a person could show you the reason of the reason of their rulership, and then show you they'll fuck you up and your moms, and then that's an even more dangerous situation, because my wife never got out of conduct like that to make another person fearful of her existence in case something happens for another person to look upon her the wrong way, because she doesn't want to be labeled a hero, and then she doesn't want to guide somebody to a natural physics that people that's not part of her social economic equality to a precise level of her reality. So I'm just gonna be real with you. I don't endanger my wife on a level. So other people that done did the wrong type of conduct and then tried to cause the wrong emotions between my wife of the Transformers, my wife of pre-prime trans, and certain of my element wives, because my element wives standing by, they don't say nothing to you. They just look at individuals like, word, all right, some of them don't have no excuse. They want to say something. I never told them to go in certain places to rent out spots. I never told them to make certain type of equality, because they already could have went outside and took what they wanted a certain type of way, and they didn't. So if a person's causing certain type of things, they try to show me certain things, that's not going to be an excuse of you wanting to throw your house party or your orgy fest because of your LA porno light frequencies and the people reflecting, just like what they did to Bethany, using the cars, anatomy, just trying to magnetize you and pull you in like a magnet to fuck you up. And then on top of it, it's because the fact is, I already showed them how to do hover cars with electrical magnet strips, and other person was jealous because I already showed you after being hurt that I provided the evidence it was still me that did it, and another person was mad because they were trying to act like they were me committing identity theft, and then everybody found out they wasn't me, and then they continued doing it because it was a chain of fuck boys that kept on doing the funny situation. And you see, look. As soon as I said that, another nigga doesn't care. Another nigga is trying to do an excuse. Listen, another person wanted me to divorce the Transformers because they wanted a person to be jealous so they could be able to know about social equality a certain type of way. And on top of it, they wanted to have a mentality as you're the shit and they're more than an individual. And then my wife said, if you thought Ralph Elaine Jr. was shit, he's the reason that she could even have, my shit could even be the reason that my wife can even be an element and do methodology or metaphysics. So it'll show that you saying that I'm this shit, you're more of a shit that's the real shit. You understand? So good for you. For real. Hey, it's just a reality. Because I'll literally go take a piss and piss out diamonds. I was going to take a shit and shit out a diamond. A person will be like, how did you shit a diamond? Natural. If I wanted to do it, my sons that's literal diamonds to the astrological tree can't even do what I'm doing. You think my wife already will bust them and show you that this shit is shit. She gets nervous every time I have to go to the bathroom. My wife be like, yo, what the fuck? This nigga, well, how is he feeling? What was he thinking? What did he think? What did he eat? Did he have some pussy a certain type of way? Or at least is he in some pussy at least? Did he stash it for me a certain type of way? Can I get it back? She's thinking about all type of situations. You have another individual that's already mad, that's fucking up there's a person fucking up my wife's chemistry, my nigga. Like, if the diamond was being pressurized who would be fucking up the diamond or a bad atmosphere. So a person that would cause deterioration to natural elements or ornaments, how did it happen? So who's the deteriorator? So you think about the people banging on my wall, and you think about their conduct in natural. It's just like, yo, I'm ready. Yo, I'm skeptical if I should go to Colombia, because I don't want people going over to Colombia for coke. Because other people, you go after that situation, my wife will have a field day with you a certain type of way, because she's not gonna get murdered by headhunters because of other individuals' ignorance that can't even think or feel anything and doesn't know when they're dying and shit. Another person making you a zombie, you wouldn't even know. Like, whoa, yeah, for real. Yo, my nigga. And then on top of it, this bitch inside, you ever had a chick that's so intelligent, educated, she sends out the shit that she doesn't want because she said the shit could kill it, so she doesn't care about the shit a certain type of way? And then, then the shit is inside really fucking up your social economics, and I'm warning you about the situation already. And then I'm leaving sooner or later. You can't keep me here because America needs this social equality because we did world market and trading. So individuals got to get paid in other social economic systems because they don't want people to take in this situation and not paying them for their work that they already did and providing to even do certain things. So America got to get paid also. Asia got to pay me. China got to pay me, and they got to get paid. So it's just like, if I don't do certain things, they'll all be fucked up. So because it takes me to literally do certain things to set off a certain type of reaction. Another person saying this, and you're not gonna have certain equality. It's gonna add up to something, but it's just gonna make you look like a thief. And then another person is gonna have a reason to want to go take your shit. So if that happens, the Transformers are already in danger, and then they're just gonna have to mop your shit the fuck out. So we don't want all type of excuses, and then on top of it, you don't want people that will literally just punch you in the face and won't tell you nothing. It's just like, yo, what? You know, how about that? Why? What? What? I think these all type. Yo, listen. You don't want certain type of conduct a certain type of way. So, you know, another person's looking for certain matches. Probably they use certain little toys and elements. You know, when I was younger, I did a lot of things with a lot of toys and stuff. But, you know, what would happen a certain type of way with me playing with toys, right? That's why I don't play video games at a certain age. Another person says, why don't you play video games? Well, it's kind of more dangerous, you know. If you have somebody that goes in there, go get Grand Theft Auto and all type of stuff, I'm moving from there. Like, yo, I'm in the house, nigga had Grand Theft Auto, I'm out. Nigga, he bought that shit home, no, I'm out. Another person said, what did you like playing? Well, I like playing Mortal Kombat, though. I did play that. You know, another person, they're kind of skeptical about that. But that's Mortal Kombat. Is already a match. You know, that's a decision already made. You know? What? What's up? Woo! You know what I'm saying? What's up? You know? But it don't mean nothing to another nigga. It don't mean nothing. It might be what I want secretly too. I just might not say nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, hey, why? Fuck it. Why not? Hey, whatever, man. Whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? No, another nigga says, I'll get this so. I said, yeah, it's all right. No, don't worry about it. It's all right. Gracefully bow out. Throw your hands up, ladies, fellas, hustlers, busters. Bing! You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about it. TV don't know that. TV don't know that. I know everything I'm supposed to know, but another person don't. No, don't worry. If you tell people asking, they don't know. TV don't know. Everything around me wouldn't know what TV know if I know anything. They don't know that. You know what I'm saying? It's just, whatever, man. But hey, man, I don't care. You know, I already had a person that tried to do a Kabbalah to me. Like I'm the one that wrote the book, and the nigga, I'm natural with the situation that gave you the education, and you're feeling emotions that I feel natural. Yo, listen, my wife gets nervous when I get angry. Yo, listen, this is how and the space empresses get nervous when I get angry, and then they come in the heavens and they just be looking at situations like, yo, listen, nah, that nigga got mad. Like, they're probably all type of situations. Another nigga is probably telling you think a nigga's being sarcastic. Another nigga's like, yo, you wouldn't even believe it. When the time Florida had that flood, my nigga, they stole that Buddha shirt, my nigga. There was an Armageddon going down in Florida that you wouldn't even believe. Another nigga, Another person couldn't tell you what he was surviving a certain type of way because things that was happening to individuals, you were hearing it. Another person, like, what are you talking about? Yo, Aaron Light was real, my nigga. You think it's certain calendars, yo, those calendars above it. Those niggas already getting it in already. It's so real that, yo, listen, some niggas is just natural with their situation right now. Just like, it don't even matter. Whatever's whatever. They still getting what they want when they want it. And on top of it, other niggas are going other places getting what they want when they want it. And it's just natural here. It's like a nigga going to work for nothing all day because another nigga doesn't want to get, because he knows another individual's intentions. I don't got to tell you about Yu-Gi-Oh! I told you, Era planned to make all y'all Yu-Gi-Oh! Because they were about to lose their calendar of existence. Their calendar was like a heartbeat for an individual. I already had a heart attack. They already gave me an injection, a constant in Vegas shot. The people in the house over here, with the people in your Coney Island facility and your literal your Hillside facility, and then the Hillside doctor, and then your fucking Kings County doctors, they wanted to give me, and then also because of what's that hospital, because Dwayne Hyde that was in the hospital on Linden Boulevard, I forgot this little small hospital on Linden Boulevard and stuff, because he got hurt. The hospital already called their connections just to go. They wanted to kill their conscience. If the nigga didn't die, what saved him in that day? A nigga came through. Oh, yo, damn, man. Had to cry. Oh, man, so that other. You okay? Oh, man, I hope that you're okay. And then walk around and then leave the hospital. 2 days later, you good for you, stupid prick. you fucking prick. You fucking prick. You fucking good for you. Another person said, why'd that happen? Because one day I was sitting outside, and then I was feeling emotional. The guys inside my house was already pressuring me a certain type of way. Another nigga did something, he wasn't me. Then they realized it and it didn't add up in the physics. When I did something, everything was okay. It was even better for everybody. And then another nigga went and did it, and it just fucked up everybody's life. So they got mad at the situation. Then they already went after me for land. Then another person wanted to attack me because they were going after niggas that knew certain things sacredly about certain elements, certain things that people didn't even want people to acknowledge and know that individuals knew anything, and then people just wanted to acknowledge because they wanted to be a man pleaser, to be able to get I-Chings and certain documents or certain habitations of other individuals, and then they were gonna figure them out like they were just going through some junkyard, like what happened in Detroit. So, other people that already tried to fuck up the cloth from even back in the days were doing the same thing to third world countries and islands of third world West Indian countries and other places and other third world countries. But other people was looking for certain documents because of orbit and rotation of the third calendar of era obligation. All time, other people that was sabotaging people's habitation because they were going after social area. And then look, as I'm speaking about this, there's a nigga moving out with a television. There's a nigga with a television. They coming from all type of places with different things and stuff. I don't know. I never offended international security, but I never bought other things that international security. I never was conniving or sneaky about something where international security didn't know that I bought certain situations here to myself. Another person went and literally stole something and bought inside international security. It is like infiltrating inside and bringing a pimple inside to you. I never did funny things like that. I'm a parent of everybody, but I let individuals know, like, this is my wife, and my wife already told, it's all right because that's his real wife. So she just watched the situation because my wife be wanting to work. She be wanting to watch me at certain times. And on top of it, it's like her little stripper. You know what I'm saying? I'm like her little private party at times. And then she's not doing no crazy thing. And I hope she's not, because, I'll just be real bad. If another nigga telling you to be invisible, even if you were reconditioned, if you were an empress that was reconditioned through time, and another nigga showed you how to be invisible because he wanted me to have the sex, and then you having sex with another nigga at the same time, that nigga literally killed you right then and there in the chemistry. Literally. And then on top of it, he was probably just trying to target whoever I'm having sex with, because that person could probably save your life, and he didn't want your life to be saved at a time. So that's even more fucked up. So if another nigga showed you that type of to do something like you watching me invisible, and it's just like even trying to have me jerk off. Another person just trying to make you out of order and erupt, and is just manipulating your physical and taking advantage. That's even more fucked up. That's not smart. That's setting up for a bad chemistry reaction that's really fucking you up. You know, I'm just letting you know. So if you had some scumbag nigga that did that situation to you, that's a nigga that's really trying to kill the Empress. And the Empress don't have to do that because while she in the spiritual realm, she don't gotta tell you what she was doing. Because she already in the spiritual realm. Because other people don't know the reason why they did certain things for each other. Another person, when they getting at each other in the physical, it's just like, yo, listen, certain things, this business. Certain other things is different. So another person ain't gonna tell another person. I'm just gonna tell you just like this. If another nigga trying to got you watching me like I'm some porno, you already see the disease that they already spread because of the wrong conduct. Don't make him blame it on the second in command. Because if you were suicidal, don't be suicidal around me. Just go kill yourself naturally so you can know. Don't let a person manipulate your chemistry for pleasure and then you don't know what was already doing wrong to you. So it don't make no sense. Even if we don't speak, that's just a reality because a person says they wake up, you wanna murder that person that tried to murder you. You don't want to be friendly with that person that tried to. It don't make no sense having a vindictive consciousness. A person turning you into. If a person turning you out, you understand? If natural equality is filled, they'll let a nigga turn you out a natural way, and if you could be saved at another time, and he's just making sure that you can't be saved. I don't know what type of martial arts you did while I was hurt, and then I remember I got a gunshot to my head, so I'm healing, I'm recovering. I never bought into other points of reality without international security knowing what was going on, and I never was sneaking conniving because niggas that break into houses and do funny things are individuals that's gonna lie to international security and is gonna kill them secretly. At least before, when I used to do things, I used to go house to house, door to door with individuals, open the door, so tell people come line up, so check the situation, go this, that, the other. I already had the situation for that just to make sure whatever because I had to bring that because it's healing. Another person wants to go around, I'm gonna do this. You gotta mingle in with the situation. I don't got time for the confusion, and I don't got time for an individual fucking up another person's reality, and I don't got time for another person getting caught up trying to tell me sorry on purpose and shit because they were just trying to live a vicarious moment. So I don't have time for things like that when I'm being precise and I'm the real one that knows everything that's going on in life. So I'm not gonna tell you certain things. So I'm just gonna be real. Yo, part of me is somebody's doing some funny situations, but I never been no scumbag ass thing. I don't have to be a scumbag. I could just be real with my situations. It was so real, even the Africans already showed you they were ass out all day when I came around all naked. Me, and then all other niggas went around the bush. They head around the corner like 4 miles away and all type of thing. And all the girls were coming outside with babies, titties out, ass out, all type of things looking at me. Some of them taking showers, showing me that they clean. They were beyond precise. It was another person wouldn't even understood what was going on a certain type of way. I honored this situation, certain individuals so much because another person didn't even have to know what was going on, even in the paradigm of time, to show you the reason, the seriousness of an individual when it came to equality. I didn't even want to say nothing. Another person, I'm looking at people like, oh man, you have your fucking your shit that just wants to be yellow. It wants to be not even yellow. It wants to be or like molded pink ass, a certain type of way in the physical reality. Oh shit. Another person said, did you ever think about the cloth and other type of things to individuals' habitation when certain things happen, natural habitation of certain things? A person gets to somebody vitalness, is gonna look like a vitalness in a certain situation. But then you have people that infiltrated the cloth and even the things that they even tried to even reflect one time in Chicago and Detroit when they tried to kill individuals of a Shaolin temple, and then went after the Ninja Galaxy. The Ninja Galaxy just ain't. There's something I was looking at just now, right? Now, look at this. Now, does this look like a gunshot right here? Because I was noticing something about this situation a certain type of way. Hold on for a second. Look. That door has a screw in it, right? Now, I was wondering something about that door because another person doesn't know what I know. I don't give a fuck what happens at a certain time. Another person never gets to me at a certain time. But I'm gonna be real. It's just like another person says in a time I don't even worry about certain things. Listen, there's a person at a time that does certain things in certain social economics physics, just like your train honker that wants to expose an individual. I'm already catching migraines and headaches a certain type of way in my consciousness. So the importance of what I'm showing you is for a reason. So I don't give a fuck what another person's saying, because another person's just trying to expose me, and they're trying to do funny type of things, and they're doing it at a time. So another person's preparing to do an operation on person, and there goes the people that's doing it. There's a person. These are the people that's already trying to sabotage and hurt me in a physical reality. They'll never be able to hurt me. They'll never even be able to find me when they're looking to hurt me. And then on top of it, they won't even make it to even be able to ever hurt me any type of way or cause any trauma or gunshot stabbing or anything to my physical or acupuncture, even me or my wife of any value of all physical reality. And I'm just, and especially. And I'm in all physical reality, only the ones that honor me, love me, that would have never gave their pussy and sacredcy away, and not even the ones that even came up with an excuse saying they're rape. Anybody else, that had sex with any individual, they probably get killed and murdered. It don't even matter to me, because once you open your legs and give my pussy away, I don't give a fuck who you are. You're already dead. So it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter to me. But my wife that never gave it away, that would literally die before giving it away, or even if a person tried to take her pussy and they made her die just to take her pussy, then it's too bad, because she will never get caught. My real wife will never get caught in that situation for that to ever happen to her, and she would never look like a filth, stink, slop, or fat, ugly, disgusting, or fucked up stink person in any physical form. And I'm just gonna be real. So your people in this social economics had ideas of gunshots because of these people that's over here. So, I'm just letting you know. So, I'm just being real. So, a person saying that I'm hearing people saying they wanted to jump me. I dare you. I'll fuck you up, man. Yo, straight up in there. I'll tell you right. I'll tell you straight to your face. I should have broke your fucking face and then for your mother and just fucking broke you like you were a brick wall of a fucking element, you piece of shit. I should have just broke your shit a certain type of way, but it was just too early for certain things a certain type of way. But anyway, man, I'm just being real. Another person, you ever heard a person acting all crazy and shit, and then then the nigga says, yo, listen, man, I'm not even gonna say nothing, man. Whatever, man. You know something? I'ma just be real. You ever seen certain people a certain type of way, and then certain things happen a certain type of way? People already in the social economics door. Yo, listen, I told the Bushes who killed them a certain type of way. If any of the Bushes entered any time sequence and they got shot, yo, I'm guaranteed it was the niggas inside the crib. I'm just being real with you. Yo, listen, any of the empresses got hurt or raped, guaranteeing you is listen, where we at? We at a place of honor. We on the 6th. We at a place of honor. We in the East. I already got shot on the right side of my head before back in the days. I'm never getting shot in. Yo, listen, my situation is so solidified. Nobody ever touched me. Gunshots are never gonna touch me in the physical reality. Gunshot stabbing, physicals, finger jabs. Not even your hands or knuckles. I already fucked you up before you even think about that shit, literally. And then on top of it, look at where we at. So all that physics that you did don't mean nothing. You just are Yo, listen, people that's just trying to cause vicarious situations and shit. And then look at this. People that put an element. Yo, listen, your homeboys ain't moving like Russians, my nigga. I'm sorry for you. They can't even move like Japanese. Yo, listen, my nigga. I'm telling you, if you're Asian, you're of a physical equality of a jewel. I'm more intensified and more valuable than you. I'll literally have your own social, economic, international security come take you away. America. I'm already telling you where we at. So I'm already telling you a certain type of situation. Just because I'm the crown or something. Yo, my nigga, if I go somewhere else and a person worried, I'll position myself in another place and you'll realize that I'm the literal crown and the one that can tell you to do anything. Only me, literally. So it don't even matter. Like, it don't even matter. Yo, listen, my wife, right? has an individual, be careful of your orbit and rotation and and individuals. I'm just obligated to tell you this, but be careful of other individuals that just want to know your positioning of orbit and rotation because they're learning your comfortability points because they know you'll flip the script on them at a time, and they don't want you to go certain places, and then you end up coming to the physical reality. They're getting murdered and people don't realize. So I'm just telling you, these are other people that there's a one that was setting you up. A person is waiting to the time to get at you that was setting you up because you know what I'm saying is so real. It's just like the energy, and it's like a person is. Listen, I could shift the planet just standing right here anywhere I want to in the physical reality. A person can't do that. You can grab a yellow bag. A bitch was trying to rob my wife in the spiritual reality realm, and then she tried to rob the family. It don't matter to me. Listen. If a planet could disappear, I think I could put it right back and another bitch can't even get it. Matter of fact, I just put it somewhere else. It's already there. So don't worry about that, man. It's just like, yo, my nigga. You ever had somebody that's looking for certain things, they're just looking for some type of magic and they're doing funny things at a time, and then they're just targeting people for certain magic? A person is obligated. I could shift the planet. This is why you learn about chakras. Another person has to learn about chakras. My wife got to go through steps just to shift the planet or just to turn or to make a planet turn into a celestial or telestial and celestial access or astrological access or super mega quantum highest access point to even be a certain type of way. I do this situation naturally because I'm the one that showed her how to do it. Because I'm the one that made it. So it's just like another person wondering about situations. A person can't do what I can physically do naturally. I could be sitting here with you and then you thinking you're okay and I just surround your whole fucking planet with individuals that'll finish you and then still look at you in your face like, yeah, what you was saying? You know, at the same time, nigga be inside, then we really have a Flavor Flav move going on. And then inside, you better hope that I ain't rocking you inside. Because he's just like, what? Oh man, I said I put you in a position where a nigga finish you a certain type of way. We don't want to remember what happened when I was Dr. York while I was let out, right? Niggas was like, oh my God. Yo, we go outside, nigga gonna die. Yo, listen, other niggas had to sit in jail because what other niggas was planning to do to them. Niggas was lined up all in the stars waiting this to rain on niggas a certain type of way. It was just like, what? Armageddon already happened in Florida, nigga. I just told you. You was like, you didn't hear all that fucking wind and shit. Nigga was in a race. Outside the place and you see the shit going by the water. Niggas thought it was your niggas getting mopped. Another nigga finished another nigga and still had another nigga standing just looking at the niggas like, yo, word, man. Yo. What? Fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck. Yo, listen. Yo, some of these niggas are bitches, nigga, and they just look like bitches and shit. And they're niggas, my nigga. Be careful, nigga. I'm being real. And on top of it, I know why you came down in the car because I would have finished you a certain type of way. So, I don't want to get into the situation, but it's just like, you ever had people, Armageddon already popped off a certain type of way at other places. Because why do you think I told Colombia, I told Puerto Rico, I said, yo, listen, you got to build the fucking dome and shit. It's like a round dome. You put like a hazel, it's like a margarita glass, but it's with coloring and stuff. And then you paint outside layers of you put the natural layer around gray. Then you could put the color of Forster green, gold, pink, sky blue, and you put it all around the dome in the glass, and then it's like, say if this is the garden, you build like a slanted version, because when it's pouring out the glass, inside the dome is going this way. So everybody's sitting, going this way like bleachers, but their back is going towards the tip. But then the situation's pouring out, and then on top of it is gonna have a certain type of lighting. I spoke about it on YouTube already. Gonna have a certain type of lighting. It's gonna go down. It's gonna have like some type of halogen, different color rainbow lights, and then all type of stuff going down the side of the water. It's like if you make a U shape. It goes down inside on the side of the water that's being poured. Say if you have a rainstorm or something like the Hurricane Maria that happened over there, and that's when I was explaining to you because I was watching it and I explained to how it happened. I channeled everybody to look at me. I drew it in my book, and then I told you about it. Then I put it. I told you you build a U shape and it goes down. The water pours down, and then you have the gem rock in the middle. So when the water's pouring, it pours onto the gem rock, and then it just goes all the way down. You don't want to put a diamond, so you don't want to put a gem rock. What the fuck? You want to get robbed in there? But you got a fucking last minute family, type of shit. Looking at you, thinking about power and all type of shit. You don't want to attract certain type of realities. You want to make sure that you could be able just to even guide it or even repel a situation a certain type of way. So you use a gem. Listen, just use a gem rock. So then next thing you know, when you do it, listen, I'm good with any jewel. I'm not only gem. I'm any jewel. So you use a certain type of way, and then you repel it a certain type of way. So when the water's pouring on it, individuals could even drink the water, make little slushies. You have plantains. You have you have kiwis. You have rice. You have certain beans. You have potatoes. You have Yo, man, I don't give a fuck about some of your gunshots. Your funny gunshots and shit. Yo, listen, your Pacifica pussy stink, nigga. I don't give a fuck. What you telling me, nigga? Yo, listen, let me just tell you how real it is, my nigga. Your city of gold. Yo, you ever had a people that said they did something like a microphone, and then people be wanting to get into the element a certain type of way, and then my wife already knows I done built certain things, put certain things. Yo, there's a place, there's a city that has gold, right? And then other people be thinking they be destroying the planet at a time, right? And then I put the planet right back at a time when I want to, right? And then a person tell you they constructed something, they never constructed nothing. It's just the shit's just so nice, it gets people pussy. So I don't even care. Yo, listen, how real is it? Yo, I've made planets that I don't even visit, and my wife can't even go tell for herself. She's never even gonna know the reason of other planets. It's just like she's never gonna know the reason of anybody consider her to even be an empress at a time. It's just like looking at her like she's stupid and just like, yo, you dumb bitch. None of the children throughout the whole astrological tree don't even know, or the highest tree beyond highest quantum, they don't even know what the fuck you talking about. They never even been there. When they find if they'll never find certain places. They'll find, if they fuck around, they'll find their mother's equality, and once they lead to that, it's a wrap for you and me. So I don't give a fuck. So if another person just wanted a vacation house to party, just to fuck you up, if fuck up you feeling brand new, bitch, good for you, bitch. Bye bye, you whorish bitch. You hoe ass bitch. I don't give a fuck. Listen, that bitch was never a part of my equality. You had some bitch, listen, you ain't the fucking bitch, stupid bitch. Oh my God. Listen, if you have these escorts lying, holograms are real. How can I say this? Virtual reality for y'all. Virtual. I'm gonna say it like that. A virtue rule, right? Yeah, they want to true the ruler, right? Your virtual reality is real, all right? It's just like a person that wants to hang you off your balcony like Suge Knight and shit. They want to go to a party in your house to show you that you can party with your moms. And there's all type of situations, and start making commercials on some clubbing and all type of situations. It's like the commercial with the nigga throwing the keys to a nigga. Like, yo, he threw the keys in slow motion at the end of his life. The end of his life right there. Yo, listen. The funny situation. Yo, listen. Let me tell you something else, right? You ever had people that just wanted to break into your element? Yo, listen. Colombia, let me tell you something, man. I'm just going to be real. I was already speaking to you about certain things. I went back inside, came back outside. Phone died. I had what? 11% just to tell you what I want to tell you. Now, after you do your margarita glass, and when it rainstorms and it pours, and then it depending on how you make your linguine, or what you use to make your linguine at the time for yourself, and all type of other situations and the type of sauces that you make. If you see somebody bringing chicken and in meat and all type of stuff, they're just basically saying they just gathered at a family sacred gathering, and then the empress is dying. So sooner or later, one day, the bitch is gonna be in a chicken. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Don't get mad at the family member that does it, because it might be the reason that your empress could even think or have magic, or even be a point of reflection, or even for magic. And then once you do something to that person that thought that, then it's a wrap for your empress, because another person, they'll be gathered other places doing other things, and then you'll be fucked up and finished and shit. And then another person is just be hiding, waiting all day till when I come back around and be like, yo, you know what happened? So what? You bought a chicken? Why? This and other. And if the situation happens to be true, then guess what? Fuck you. Fuck you too. So just like letting you know already ahead of time, you know, that's what it'll be. Like whatever. So I'm gonna be real. So when you're using your dome is gonna be built like an eye. So it's gonna have a natural covering. So it's gonna be like the pupil is where the rain falls in, for you can see the receptiveness of the natural habitation of the liquid of falling from the sky, and then you gathering on a high mountain, because if you have like a Hurricane Maria that happened, you want to gather on a high mountain. So that means you're gonna have also lights. So not only the dome could be made of pure white glass, because it's gonna be lit in a light. So you're gonna use like rainbow lights inside, one level, blue, green, or whatever, how you want to color it inside, people hanging and doing all type of things. And then, or you could even have the glass already that color, and then have other glass that intensifies the light sequency of the eye a certain type of ways, for the focus of the family gathering, for individuals to pay attention to each other, especially when it comes to value and equality. Is why I told you use a gemstone. But another person, you go use another stone, and fuck you, whatever happens a certain type of way, don't say I didn't tell you precisely what to do. So then if you fucked up, you'll never know how it'll turn out. You'll just already be a one way, and then you already be fucked up. So good for you. So, but I'm just telling you, if you use what I told you, you'll be different, and you could be different in your reality a certain type of way. But hey, another person doesn't know what certain things is going on a certain type of way. It may take me to be in the atmosphere, the pressure in a certain type of way just to even be there. But, it's if I want to go to certain places. But, when I was speaking about it, I spoke about it in China. I channeled China. I channeled India. I channeled Puerto Rico, Colombia, even other islands a certain type of way, Trinidad, that was viewing and hearing me. And then, I was letting them know. So when you build your dome, if you ever have a hurricane, you build it's like a dome, like a Buddha, it's like a Buddha head. You build it like you're going up, like the Buddha head, like you're going up, but it has an open covering. It's like an eye. You make it, you build it. You put the glass covering, and you build the structure. You don't want to put metal there. You want to put consecration or concrete, so you use brick. You never put the literal element in there. So you put a consecration, or you use brick, certain type of consecration. So you paint it outside, like if it's a hurricane and you want to give off wonderful vibrations to the natural foundation, you could paint it like an aqua blue pinkish way, a certain type of way. I wouldn't do that, because your empress will literally murder and kill you if she finds out that you don't care about the natural habitation. But I would have just left it gray, or painted it like a Forster green, then put the gray right above it. Then I would have put like the I would have put like an off-white or white, or then put white, and then I would have put gold, and then I would have put another color like sky blue and then the tip is just a literal glass that you get like a helicopter, or the family lifted themselves and they just place it on top, and it looks like a margarita glass. So when it rains, it pours within, and then next thing you know, when the water is like a pond. So when it falls, the water seeps out. The water seeps out to inner. It's like the inner part is like a circle, but it has like it's like it has a U shape around it. So the water seeps out, and then it goes down the hill to the lights, then the rows that people sit in, and then outside in the inner dome on the outside part, because remember it's going down in like A shape. So the outside part, and the inner side is a people that's on one level, a certain type of way, families lined up, and then to to the outside when after the rain harvesting. But I only would do it with certain families, and I would do it at a certain place and build it. And to build something like that, you would literally have me to really go out there to really, because you don't want the land looking like you already disrespected the eye, and then you saying that I'm not gonna make it, and then the habitation's wondering about a question, and then the next it's time in the sequence when I should have visited, and then it's looking at other people that came to social economics that came to already traveled here, then they already traveled back out, and they did so many times, and then the light already knows, and then it just knows they'll probably finish the Empress at a certain time because it's just people that's disrespecting their quality existence and just trying to lie to other people. So once that thing happens, it's a wrap for you. So I'm just letting you know ahead of time. But Colombia, Puerto Rico, I was in Kenya when I did all that, baby. I drew it and showed you my book. Was in my pocket, right? It's really my book is in my pocket right now. And then on top of it is just the reality. Yo, listen, man. Another person wants to say they were doing something. The book was naturally in my pocket, but it's in the back of my situation. That person already knows. You don't gotta be childish for other people that want to play with elders that already gonna knock out the elders' consciousness ahead of time that did funny things a certain type of way. So even if they use a younger generation to do something like that, that's just I don't gotta tell you about certain things. I gotta tell you, there's not supposed to be certain habitations in my social economic system. It's not supposed to be males with gender in my social economic system. So once it sees that, the Empress will let you know already a certain type of way. And then if you causing a certain type of malicious intent, don't try to say you reconditioned something to have it here that was watching that was just going to cause a sabotage either way, because it should have been somewhere else at another time. So either your choice is whatever your choice, but let me explain something to you, right? You see when people get in grown folks' business, and then they want to know the reason of relationships and equality, and then the person doesn't remember something a certain type of way, and then the person's mad because another person, even at a time, would have showed a form of habitation for an individual, but because the other people that wanted to see certain things got into people business and wanted to do stupidity, good for you, too bad. And then now you get to see the virus that caused your type of situation and just wanted to make fun of an individual that just wanted to see like there was some fucking actor or some type of, they were in some strip club and shit, and they brought their emotions within your own house. So that just shows you how fucked up your situation is a certain type of way. And I'm gonna be real, hey, that's wonderful. But I'm gonna just tell you how real situations is, right? You see, my wife in Okinawa already showed you she just didn't care, just this a certain type of way, and then a person doesn't care, and then you see somebody speaking and doing all type of things, and then a person has to just deal with the reality of certain things that happen, and a person doesn't even tell a person how real the situation is, because another person look at an individual and then you just can't believe what a certain type of situation, because it's just like endless for an individual the way they would do a situation, because the fact is of what a person already did a certain type of way, and then on top of it being able to reflect and see it at a point of reality of what an individual did and what they caused, and then on top of it, either way you look at it, of a person's acknowledgement, even when it comes to one's natural circumference of one's own habitation. That's all I'll say elegantly, in the elegance to show you the ignorance of other people that even played a person close to even be able to even speak to a person a certain type of way. It's just like, you have people that's on my app that's literally using my app just to be able to manipulate social economic systems. Like they picked and choose, and then they gathering on my phone because they want the information to go straight to them than to go to their empress or other people that will know what's going on. They wanted it to go straight to them, so because they would know the acknowledgement ahead of time, so they would want to counteract the situation. So these are people that infiltrated international security within international security, and then on top of it, they're just trying to, it's like you ever had a person trying to coach your moves, and then they trying to lead you? A person that makes a person complain so much because they know, they'd be like, yo, the nigga got a jewel in his throat. What could be a reflection of a jewel of a quality at a time of the physical reality? And then you see how they have a mentality of an individual reflecting a certain type of way. Now, even if I remembered something, for 38 years, I could have been remembering things and never said nothing and just wanted the different type of equality of love and happiness in life and went about it differently. But another person complicated because the scumbag right the fuck there just wanted to be in people's privacy and do all fucking funny things with the rest of the little scumbag shits that it knows a certain type of way in equality. Then other things already didn't happen on purpose. Like, you ever had a person say they're gonna honor you, they're gonna make something happen, and then they step forward to certain things, and then they cause a situation to happen for they can step forward and do something, and then they cause the form of entrapment, and then you found out another person was like, wow, look at that situation that happened, now we got a trap. Now another nigga goes out and just starts trapping, and it says, you see the difference? Because that person would have never did that, but they just wanted to know, see this also, and then that person shows you the physical equality of the reason why that person should have never used certain conduct, so and so, certain other things, and then you have a person that's natural with the equality that tells you, see, this is difference, and then another person go and they learn something, and then a person look at, and then you see the diminishing of one's reality through time because another person stripping of another person's love, and then because the ignorance of certain concepts. It's like a person having a family member, and then the family member falling in love with some scumbag and shit, and or some either way you look at it, you know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, that person is looking at they thinking about the quality of the physics, and then that person already caused the deterioration because they wanted the difference of their reality because they saying this is the only person that cared for me. What do you mean that's the only person that did? You had something somewhere else that would fucking care for you a certain type of way. That shit fixed itself and trapped itself in your situation to fuck you up just to receive something because it knew something, just like the app on my phone. People that station themselves to be like a light on the app of my phone, and then they're receiving the receptive messages, and then they go back and call Star Trek. Star Trek goes into warp speed. They call Stargate. Stargate goes into warp speed. Then on top of time continuum, all type of shit and hopping around all in the time frame, and then fucking people life have been trapping, but other people just want to live off of value because they just broke and then they wanted to go after the value calendar. So how do you destroy a value calendar? By destroying the innocent intentions of the purity that was going to be conducted at a time for individual causing the fragrant foul in realities. And then you have an individual, I made all of existence. The person, how did you do all these type of things? Because I made everything and literally I did it myself. So everything was already set. But you know, it's like a jewel. It has receptive frequencies of acknowledgement to show you what deteriorated it, what strengthened it, what gives it love, and then you see the equality. And then when a person's dealing with other outside parties, they gotta go certain places a certain type of way, showing you certain things because they can't show you the real situation because you might have the deterioration that already tried to penetrate, and the reason why it had to intensify itself to show you that it was already more valuable of the physical reality than the deterioration of the situation that couldn't even accumulate to his physical reality that was just trying to live off of it vicariously. And then on top of it, then wanted it to change his equality. And then on top of it, wanted to disrespect the consciousness that made it to even be a jewel because I'm the consciousness of all. So then another person was mad, and then on top, then they want the sacredcy. So trying to make the jewel deteriorate itself by giving up his own sacredcy. Because another person doing what? The magnetism of the pressure of the points of reflection, wanting a person to crack at a time. And then I had gemstones that literally cracked too. You know, you gotta be careful. This is why I told you, when you put a gemstone, you put like the raw gemstone. You don't put the one that has a certain type of equality, because you don't want individuals, even of the soul of your family, seeing this certain type of equality that can even be shaped a certain type of way that'll make you happy. And then next thing you know, they'll already be plotting and scheming on you a certain type of way. So you take the raw gemstone, you leave it a certain type of way until a certain family member that's meant for the situation does what they're supposed to do. And then nobody will know about the situation. That's it. You know, because you don't want the Shabbat situations running around trying to go at you a certain type of, you know, it don't make no sense. It's just like a person said, then a person wants to then tell you, oh no, we'll get rid of this. Nah, you don't. They're already getting rid of this for you. They receptive, reflected. But they gonna be like, yo, man. International security, it's like a nigga just being the last nigga in international security and then looking at individuals like, damn, man, I can't even show these niggas where the clapping get is. It's bad enough if I give these niggas some type of tools or something, just some those type of things. And then you see niggas wet these days, all type of things. Nigga be like, damn, man, you know, another person doesn't even want a person pressing on their type of situation, a certain type of way. Listen, I don't give a fuck about your social equality of your physical reality, because because your shit's already trying to turn individuals off, because ugly things and ugly people that never amounted to nothing in physical reality doesn't want the purity of the equality to be able to continue manifesting the physical, because they're not leveling up to the high quality of the physical. So they're gonna want to diminish it and just take advantage of it. So they just want it coming. It's just like a magical city. It just manifests now and then. It can't manifest all the time, because if it manifests all the time, then be fucked up. And the person says, what brought an individual to manifest? Or you see a higher quality of the physical of other individuals with small chins, chinky eyes, cute, sexy, pretty. Ralph and JR. Bethany and them came in manifestation also. They didn't realize where the fuck they were at. I just called them, and then I just seen turn on the internet and seen all type of things at a time. And I said, oh, could this be the receptiveness of what they're going to do already? Or what shouldn't have happened that I try to prevent? Are they going to realize what's going on in the physical? And then on top of them, and saying, and then they out there doing whatever they're doing, and then I'm over here, and then another person just abusing their physical. And they probably think it's a way. And then I tell you, oh, if you think it's a way, then I'm only here for a little bit, and good for you, then I'm out. Because that ain't the way, bitch. But if that's what you thought, you thought your Shabbat in them that wasn't the way neither, bitch. It's just like the other. It's like it's like if the headhunters sent their situation, then I understand why they were headhunters, man. It's just like you can't survive with that type of shit, man. It's like it's just being real, man. It's just and if the Orion. They look like they just cried all day, man. From what I seen with their little headhunting situation on the next side, it looked like a family that's called it. It just, for some reason, every which way they looked at the situation was crying like tears. It's bad enough. It's like, I would call Richie here, but I don't want Richie getting locked up and shit. I don't want Richie. I meant to tell you this too, man. Your girls in your social economic system seem like they were conditioned from a rape. So they wanted people to break in and rape them. So that's probably their natural intentions. I don't get down like that. So you could go be with your scumbag boyfriends, but you'll have a good setting of a social economic society. You'll have a natural spa in every house that you want to go to sooner or later. I'm just getting the fuck out of America. But I wanted to show you how nice my shirt is. Notice this. I didn't even have blue in this type of situation until I washed it one day. And look. And then the blue just ran all over my shirt, and it just made like such a colorful, wonderful design. A person says, why? Because I'm the natural sky. And then another individual said what they wanted to know. It don't matter. These are people that's going to rob the value calendar, and then people are going to start getting raped and murdered for value. So people of the value calendar that is naturally like an indigenous people is going to end up having to regard themselves murdering and killing everybody before ahead of time. And then on top of it, the people that's in the social economic system of their intentions, because you ever had white people, look, you ever had white people that's already deterioration of the physical reality to their natural habitation? And then the white people that's a natural deterioration, they have money, and then next thing you know, they don't care about the natural vibrations because they're just living vicariously a certain type of way. So anything can happen to them in the physical reality. So another person that did so much it'll be Castrell. His balls will be in jeopardy all day and stuff a certain type of way, and then wondering how come he has to live a certain type of way, and then going all type of places, certain type of thing. And then if you're the outside condition of the situation, it's even worse, because a person even of depth that would even continue in that type of habitation would continue losing their life forever a certain type of way, because they wouldn't even have a physical equality after. Another person would just a certain time. The beginning steps of the slow physics of the depth of the reason why you condition of a jewel would start setting right back into your physical reality, and then you will never have to worry about anything ever coming outside, because it will be natural deterioration and ignorance that will fuck up your reality or a certain type of way, and then it'll be a wrap. And another person, I'm just letting you know, if you're from a value calendar, that'll just be the natural situation, because your white people is going to go out there trying to live out other people more. And if they're using jewel magic and then they have a certain astrological tree, another person's just getting murdered for nothing, because you already got people that have intention that is vibrating the natural current of intentions of their consciousness to murder people for jewel magic. And then the harmonical frequencies are just trying to rob the people of the natural habitation. So it's going to seem like a form of manipulation. So it's going to seem like a form of deterioration. So sooner they're going to want you to have a spa, a brothel. Then they're gonna want you doing certain things, and the natural people of the inner intent of the individuals, even of the empress, go out there. They're gonna want to go party, drink, all time, wild out, in all type of situations. Then they're gonna wonder why they're getting murdered, locked up. Then it's why you did this to me. Why my life is so hard. I had it like this, and then they end up spoiled. You understand? It's like a person spoiling an individual because they're not supposed to have a certain quality. Then they ended up spoiling. Then they're gonna be spoiling their own sacredcy, to their own privacy, and into their physical, and then all type of things that happen. And then you're gonna see it carry out in the physical. And then another person that's receptive, knows about equality and education, is gonna be smart enough never to let that happen to them. That's of the purity and purity of the legacy and lineage of the high intellect and of the physical. They're gonna try to maneuver around the situation, and then it might end up into a physical confrontation where it might not even have to, but you're gonna have to move away from the situation because your life will be in danger naturally. And then it's gonna be one to get to the core of your consciousness that knows the intellect, that shows you the reason why you could be able to move. And then on top of it is gonna be trying to set a form of entrapment. So everything is gonna play out on a slow level of physics, and then another person's gonna wonder what's going on. And then the people of the jeweler situation is gonna be going out there doing certain things and wonder, oh, this and the other. And then the people that's learning their magic, if they weren't supposed to know the magic, is gonna be harmonical, vibrate in a certain type of way. People's gonna be going certain places because what jewel are they using? It's like using a star jewel. What's gonna happen if a person's conducting the wrong type of conduct in circles with a star jewel? And then me being the emperor of all existence and that made all the jewels, what happens if they try to go against me in consciousness using a star jewel? So they're making the empress hate herself to kill herself, and then what's gonna collapse her jewel? And then it's just like a pizza pie. You ever see somebody cutting slices of a pizza pie and just handing it out? What's gonna happen? Everybody wants her power and her jewel, and then what's gonna end up happening? That means she already have a star calendar that has stars that's literally in the sky that knows about the jewel, that knows everything. That's already complete. And then what's gonna happen to the real empress if she manifests? The inner intent is gonna want to collapse a certain type of way. So it's endless martial arts to death. Wow. Level of physics, things I tried to prevent to educate children in paradigm of time. What are we in now? 2019, the year of the reflection, the year you should see what I'm saying, the year that you have to have a regard and know how to even regard yourself and handle yourself. Wow, good for you, man. Hey. Like I told you, when they went after the ninja galaxy, when they went after the cloth magic before, the ninjas had to peep what was going on, even of the ninja galaxy. When I was in Shaolin Temple, Shaolin Temple, the reasons of those temples was sacred. So because the energy and the education so beyond high, the physical, it had to be a certain type of way. When I got hurt for international security, showing them the reason why when I was robbed, why I put the people wash my hand in the water jug and they put it in the vase, and then after that sealed it, labeled it, put it certain way. They were like, yo, why you do something like that? I'm an Asian man, it has to be done like that. Then they wanted to know the injury. Then I started showing them with their own little situation, certain type of way, like this. Okay, this is called a shelf, where you place something in a certain type of way. And the person like, this, and I'm like, yo, listen, you make this ornament, you put this. Let's go over here. Then we went over there, seeing the situation, certain type of way. You see where it's going there, and then what is the natural habitation of this where I made it? Is over there where I showed you, right? So then now this is why it's over there, so and this is what attracted. Be careful. Now this is a good situation. Let's go to the other side. Now then we went to another situation, and then we said, all right, let's go on top. Now, this is a fucked up situation. Now, this is a situation so this and other. You see, it's trying to fuck up the equality, causing the wrong type of chemistry. Because another person says the purity to soil. But if it's causing a certain type of thing, this thing has to be detained a certain type of way. Why? You're going to see the reactions of individuals a certain type of way. Then you look at the consciousness, then the light frequency, if they're doing that, then the empress be uncomfortable, then she be wanting to do. It's just like an empress that's in the spiritual realm that just want to live out wild a certain type of way. And then she wondering why she want to live out wild because another person tampered with her magic. So it's setting off wild instincts or wild intent of her frequencies, of her harmonical frequency, and it causing erraticness of physical reality, and that's what's compatible to the situation. And then she tells you to remove the situation before it endangers the reason of her value of her intellect. And then, hey, Ninja Galaxy, you'll find out sooner or later. But when they went after the cloth, they were going like after the I Ching, and me, Ching Chi. and I'm the one that wrote the I Ching, Emperor Qi himself, Magi is also in Asia himself, and I'm in America. We still, I'm a, anyway, listen, man, you know, your Hellboy situation is a little too much for me. The other day, I seen a nigga, he was looking different. The nigga went to go pop a balloon. He went to go hurt his empress within himself, looking like a natural habitation of individual, of an intellect, and then he was gonna be gangster, and he was gonna hurt the love of himself a certain type of way. And then when I seen that, I stopped the channel what I was viewing. I said no, and I switched it. Then the niggas on the then you look at the niggas underground on some you know on some city something. I'm looking at the yo, it was so funny. You know, and on top of it, a person said, "What was he gonna do?" It was colored balloons he was about to pop. Yo, my nigga, yo, I don't even want to get into it. Like, and then on top of it, an individual telling you, yo, this is the house, this and that. And I'm like, did he recondition himself? Then I'm wondering if he's the Asian Ralph Crandon that's fucked up Alice's life and Betty's life a certain type of way, or the children that we have, and then the rest of them. I seen the other one in LA, he pulled up on a car, he was like, yo, man, this and other. He's like, this is a carjack, fool. And I looked at the nigga, I said, yo, that's my son. The niggas on television, niggas pulled away on it. I was like, yo, listen. I just couldn't watch the channel no more. I was like, oh, that was just a little too much for me. And I was like, yo, listen, I couldn't even believe it. And then I'm looking, and then I'm in a place with another nigga that was in another room. That nigga just looked like he just, if when I was in Kemi of a high intellect at a point, that nigga looked at certain people of value, he was just selling them off a certain type of way. It's just like you come into, I step in a social economic system of equality, and they do the filter to the habitation of the magic. What you're gonna see in the physical reality with me here, you're gonna see nothing but sexy, pretty people start developing all through the physical reality. And the person wonders, well, why is that situation come out? It haven't came out all the time, Well, you know, I even called Bethany and them, how wasn't they sexy enough? They instantly was on the internet, right? So what you thought was happening? I must have the nicest, highest of quality, but I just don't say nothing. But hey, good for you, man. You know, you fixing your face is fixing. Going around 76 minutes and 9 seconds on this video so far. Kenny, go on the run. I'm counting right now, 76 minutes right now. Yo, Kenny, go on the run. Let me tell you. Another nigga stepped into a gate, right? And then you just heard the fucking train load up one time. Yo, they just robbed the nigga privacy a certain type of way. You ever had a nigga lose his equality to do certain things and then individuals rob him of his privacy? Yo, my nigga, you wouldn't believe what I'm speaking about. Niggas just killed the caretakers and stuff. Niggas said, what you talking about? Niggas that used a certain magic to kill the caretakers. Another person, yo, I'm high, too much of a high altitude, longitude, and yo, latitude, just to tell you something that I just heard and I know what I'm speaking about. You wouldn't believe. Anyway, hey, man, believe me or not, man, if you're international security, you're a caretaker, if you ever once knew the Gulams, Lamas, Patars, Ginsu, Sheet, Ninjas, if you ever once knew the Scorpion Ninjas, Invisible Scorpion Ninjas, hey man, this social society really said fuck you. Look. I'm telling you, man, you wouldn't believe what I just seen and heard. Wow, man. Yo, listen, another nigga done robbed you of worth. Wow. Niggas just robbed the empress of her ovaries a certain type of way because another nigga said, what happened? Another nigga probably had the empress quality on him, looking all funny and shit, you know? Probably want to look like a bati boy and so, you know what I'm saying? A nigga said, vulgar, value? Nah, man. He said, yo, listen, man, if you're a gold man, you're going already. Then when people them say you want, you can't shake me and what? Then people like killing the empress for real, brethren. At a certain point, and then sitting in the dinner, restaurant, money spending, vibrating on the frequency, pitch, wanna be in a dance hall, sweating and all type of thing. That's how I be telling the girl, if you don't have money, then don't come back home. And if you have money, where did you get it from? You don't need it, baby. Too bad for you. Because if you sell yourself out, then your heartbeat lessen, and then you know another person understand they never, what? Yo, listen, I'm telling you things I don't even want to say. Yo, listen, man, this is all I'm going to say. When they robbed the Ninja Galaxy, they did it through cloth magic, you know? And listen to everything I'm already speaking about. When they robbed the Ninja Galaxy, Renee, Ritai, Renin. You know, I'm just gonna say when they robbed the Ninja Galaxy, he must have did a certain type of way. I didn't even write nothing down about the value Ninja Galaxy because beyond so much. But another person, right now, I just turned on my phone. We're gonna go to the Emerald Ninja temples, the Diamond Ninja temples, the Gem Ninja temples, the Gold Ninja temples, and then we're gonna go to the Value planets, so the Value Ninja temples, and then we're gonna go to the that Golden Ninja Galaxy. We should go there. You know, depending on where I want to go on my phone and stuff. Listen. When I tell you, Sue, another person entered and tried to enter a certain type of situation. You wouldn't believe the stupidity of certain people. That I'm never giving people ever money again in my life. Guarantee you, me, my nigga, never ever again in my life, Bridget. Because when you know a waste for real, Bridget. Stink, Bridget. Yo, Bridget, listen. Good for you. Another person just tried to make the great escape through the door, sir. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. I'm just gonna tell you just like this, man. Good for you in your social economics. I just told you how they robbed you. Another person so serious. Look, as I said it, another person got a receipt. Nigga don't put his money in certain places that wasn't supposed to be there, causing a nigga to lose his life at another time. That's too bad. Another person, you wouldn't believe it, Brethren. Brethren, good for you, Brethren. Good for you. Ninja Galaxy, I happen to be speaking about you and thinking about you at a time when I seen what I was speaking about. And last surge, I said before the phone died, I went to go charge it. The individuals robbed the Ninja Galaxy through the cloth magic, explaining to you about the high-pitched frequencies, using jewel magic, then the children being magnetized to other things, then other bad mechanics, and niggas just want pussy, and then next thing you know, I'm in a social economic system, then you start seeing the finest quality of people, and then people start visiting. It's like, start visiting planets. It's just like, my caretakers wonder how real it is. I come to a social economic system, the value of the social economic system got to come to me, right? And then notice there's individuals on other planets saying, here, bring this to nice, bring this to nice, bring this to nice. Who's over there? Then they find out who's on top. They looking at niggas like, okay, got beef with them niggas. Twinkle, this, that. All typing it, and then niggas is on something. Hey, I'm not dealing with your LA life, man. But when I seen my son, I seen mine and Betty's son already on a cable channel. The nigga ran up to somebody, was like, just a jack move, nigga. Then I looked at them and like, look at my child. Then speaking about that, then speaking about something else we're dealing with China last night. The Hellboy nigga, I seen what it looked like exactly. Nigga was about to pop air balloons of different colors. The nigga went in there, paid. The nigga said, and then as soon as I said, no, I stopped the sequencing, I changed it. Then the nigga's Hellboy and all type of situations. I looked at the nigga. Oh man, listen, man, man, listen, plaqué, 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 for real. Hey, your cousin in Brooklyn, he don't like me. He said, if you pray, say if it's true what I'm saying. Just go find out for yourself. Only if you pray. I'm a man of praise, but only if you pray. And I'm the reason. Listen, I don't gotta tell you nothing. You go find out for yourself. Oh, hey, another guy. Listen. Oh, hey man, Bumblebee ain't give it up yet. Bumble, Hillary. Listen. If you lose your drawers or your drawers there, Hillary. Hillary Tillery. If you lose your drawers or your drawers there at the time. We never say nothing. Never say, I'm on a rock. You see the bumper? Yo, McGuan. Yo.